What are some common mistakes to avoid in birdwatching? If you're eager to start your birdwatching journey, you're probably wondering what mistakes to avoid so you can have the best experience possible. Let's break it down step by step. First, think about what you're wearing. Bright colors like white or red can scare birds away because they stand out too much. Instead, opt for earth-tone clothes like green, brown, or gray. These colors help you blend in with the surroundings, making it easier to observe birds without disturbing them. Another common mistake is making loud noises. Keep your cell phone on silent mode and avoid loud talking. Birds are easily startled by sudden sounds, so it's best to keep quiet, especially when you're close to them. Remember, even crunching leaves or snapping twigs can be loud enough to scare them away. Getting too close to the birds is also a big no-no. Keep a safe distance to avoid startling them. If you need to get closer for identification, move slowly and avoid sudden movements. Using binoculars or a camera with a zoom lens can help you observe from a distance without disturbing the birds. Using bird call recordings can be tricky. While these recordings can be helpful for learning, using them to lure birds can be stressful for the birds, especially if you play calls of birds of prey. If you do use recordings, make sure to keep the volume low and use them sparingly. Always check if it's allowed in the area you're in, and never use them in heavily birded areas or for threatened species. Don't forget your binoculars. Leaving them behind can ruin your birdwatching experience. Binoculars are essential for observing birds from a distance without disturbing them. If you forget yours, you might have to borrow from someone else, which isn't ideal. Not taking notes or leaving your field guide at home is another mistake. A field guide helps you identify birds by their feather patterns, sizes, and calls. It's also useful for learning about their habitats and behaviors over time. Flash photography is another thing to avoid. The sudden burst of light can startle birds and disrupt their natural behavior. Instead, use natural light and invest in a good telephoto lens to capture clear images without the need for flash. Respect the environment and private property. Stay on marked trails and avoid entering closed areas or private land without permission. This helps protect both you and the birds, and it also maintains good relationships with landowners. Feeding birds human food is harmful. Foods like bread, crackers, and chips lack the nutrients birds need and can cause health issues. Stick to bird-friendly foods like seeds and suet cakes. Finally, check the weather forecast before you head out. This helps you prepare with the right gear and ensures you have optimal viewing conditions. Early morning and overcast days are often the best times for bird watching because birds are more active during these times. By avoiding these common mistakes, you can have a more enjoyable and successful birdwatching experience. Remember, patience and respect for the bird's natural habitat are key to a rewarding outing.